Greetings, fellow adventurers. This is Vexus, and I am preparing for my return to Let's Plays. First off, I would like to thank all of you out there who have sent in suggestions for what game should be my next Let's Play. I got somewhere around, I think it was 12 to 15 suggestions, which is awesome. Gave me a nice varied palette for me to choose from. But in the end, I couldn't really make up my mind myself. So, similar to what I did during Dragon Age, I'm going to turn to you, the audience, for a little bit of help. There are two categories here of games that I'm going to show you. The first category is games that I have played before. So, if you want a very smooth Let's Play that involves me knowing where I'm going and what I'm doing, then that's what the first category is for. Second category will be games that I have not played before, and I have barely heard about before. But I've been told they're good. They were suggested to me by you, the audience. And the other criteria I went for was that they had decent reviews, and also that they were easily available. In this case, that they were available on Steam, so that I could get access to them and have a compatible version fairly quickly and easily. That's just for my own convenience. But I ended up with a good number of those as well. Now, I'm not going to ask you to only vote for one if you don't want to. There's going to be a lot of suggestions, so instead I will open this up for as much voting as you want. So if any of the following games sound good for a Let's Play, then go ahead and vote for them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this video up on the front page of the channel for about, I'm going to say for now, roughly about a month. And that's so that I can accumulate enough votes to see if any one or two games really stand out as far as what people want to see. And that'll give me some idea as to which game to do next. And once I'm confident of that, I'll announce it to you. Okay, so let's get on with the candidates, shall we? The first category is games that I have played before and that I enjoy and wouldn't mind doing as a Let's Play. The first of these is called The Path, and if you hadn't noticed it earlier, I do have some edited versions of some of the music from that game, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The Path is less of a game and more of, I'd say, an experience. It has some horror elements, although there's nothing really explicit shown on the screen. It's just suggested. It's reasonably short. It has almost everything to do with environment. It's got a very eerie feel about it. It'll definitely leave an impression on you if you play through it. And because it's less of a game and more of kind of an art piece, the Let's Play wouldn't necessarily have much story to work with as much as kind of interpretation and my own analysis of what's going on in the game and what it means. So a little bit different style as far as Let's Plays go. But if you're curious, you can vote for that. The second game is Portal. Just a fun game through and through. I really enjoyed it. It has an incredibly funny sense of humor to it. Kind of macabre, but that's something I don't mind. I still get a kick out of it. much more action-oriented than most of the games I've done, but still short enough that I feel I can get away with a Let's Play, because there shouldn't be too many stretches where I'm just doing stuff and not having much to say. The interaction with the only other character in the game is pretty hilarious and pretty memorable as well. Alright, game number 3 is The Dig. I've always had a kind of, well, I should say it's been hit and miss with LucasArts games. Some of their games that they put out I really have no interest in, but then you get some gems like the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade game, and also The Dig, which is a very nice standalone science fiction adventure story. Pretty good voice acting, and invites a very strong sense of wonder, especially with the soundtrack that it has. And number 4. This is the last game of the first category, games that I've played before, and this is, of course, Dragon Age Awakening. If those of you out there have enjoyed the Dragon Age Origins Let's Play, and you're interested in seeing how Vexus's adventure continues approximately 6 months later, after the end of the last game, then feel free to vote for that, in which case I'll play through this expansion. Not nearly as long as the original game, but it's has a nice, another nice set of characters in it. It continues on the general story of the Darkspawn. A lot, or at least a decent amount, of the decisions that you made during the original game have at least some kind of impact on the story now. And once again, the same writing team brings some very excellent material, and also something to tide us over until Dragon Age 2 comes out. Okay, now we get to the category number 2. These are going to be games that, if you vote for, I will be doing a blind Let's Play, because I have not touched these games ever. But they look intriguing. First one is called Broken Sword. Got pretty decent reviews. This would be, I believe this is the first in the series, called Shadow of the Templars, Director's Cut. And has a Japanese style. I don't know if it takes place in Japan. It may. I purposefully am not doing any research into these games just because I want it to be a real blind Let's Play. But the animation style looks interesting. The second game that was recommended to me was Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened, or just Awakened, I'm not sure. But something tells me this game is definitely going to be a mystery game. I have this feeling. It's one of the 2 highest reviewed games on my list here. And yeah, I mean, if you guys are in the mood for a little sleuthing, so to speak, then go ahead and offer up your vote for that. Number 3 is Runaway, a road adventure. And I've seen some brief gameplay videos of this. It looks pretty interesting. I like the animation style to it. It looks like a bit of a cell shading kind of style. And the interface looks like a very traditional adventure game. But of course I don't know anything about the story. And finally, we have Indigo Prophecy. And this one, I actually did play it, but I played maybe the first 5 minutes. And if I remember correctly, I think I died in those 5 minutes. So I'm not sure about the other blind Let's Play candidates, but this one definitely I'll probably have to do a lot of saving and reloading, because it tends, the feeling I got when I first played it was that it had a kind of thriller film kind of feel to it. So there probably will be some timed puzzles or places where you need to make decisions quick, and under those circumstances I tend to die a lot. But anyway, if you're interested, if you've heard about Indigo Prophecy and you're interested in someone playing through it, or stumbling through it in this case, feel free to vote for that. So there you have it, folks. 8 candidates. And like I said, you don't have to vote for just one. You can vote for as many as you are interested in. And then I will tabulate the votes and come up with 1 or 2 winners, which I will then end up doing probably starting at the earliest sometime in December would be my guess. But it should be fun. I'm looking forward to getting back into the Let's Play chair and experiencing some quality video games with you guys, because you guys have been an awesome audience, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so that's all I had to say. Get to voting. Tell your friends to come and vote. And until then, fellow adventurers, this is Vexus. I'll see you in time.